especially when you're in the countdown.
Yeah.
Not countdown. Like the strike or whatever it's called. Like you look at the ground and it's just like they literally just put like a beige ground and just lines through it. It's not really that detailed.
Yeah, like they did have to tone down the graphics for multiplayer, so that's kind of why. Single player looks pretty good, but all in all, the graphics are pretty good. You know, I mean, kind of a hit and miss. I mean, if you have like an HD TV, I guess it would look better. But you know, does it look better? I guess Reaper.
It just looks the same as solid definition. Since like I used to play it a lot on the high def, but since my TV got screwed up, and I'm playing on the easy cap, it still looks the same. But
yeah, I mean, it looks fine. The game in general just looks good. Now,
it don't matter like what your TV is, as long as it plays it. I guess you should be happy.
Yeah, and it's not black and white or you fucked up the picture. But now instead of gameplay, let's move on to online, since that's what everyone's wanting to listen and watch this fucking god-awful MediaCore lackluster review. Online is badass. It literally, for multiplayer-wise, the first-person shooters kind of changed the layout of any first-person shooter multiplayer game. First, you can rank up to 55 levels, right? Then, they give you the option to Prestige, which is technically doing it all over again for a price. And you can do that. You can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once you reach 10th Prestige, level 55, it's kind of like nothing's there. So that's why they give us golden guns, which is actually nice, but kind of a bitch to complete unless you're literally 24/7 obsessed with this game.
I'm not.
Well, I'm not. You know, but
I don't know what I'm playing 24/7. I know what I will.
Ghostbusters.
Christmas.
Ghostbusters. Something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? What? Anyways, the online is good. The perks, some perks are good. Like, it's also a hit and miss. Some of the perks are awesome, and some of them are completely useless. Like the eavesdrop.
What is it? The eavesdropping one?
Yeah.
Me and you were having a rant over this the other day. How we want like the eavesdropping perk is kind of stupid. I mean, how do we know the people aren't saying, like, it says if you're near an enemy, you can hear what they're saying if they have a headset. How do you know they're not saying, oh, I wonder what I'm having for dinner tonight if I'm having the macaroni?
Yeah.
We want to hear stuff like, alright, we're going to flank him from the west and come from the east.
Yeah, but no one says that. No one cares about that, so it's kind of useless. I guess at the time they were just thinking that's what we're gonna do, but people just, you know. And then there's clan tag, which is kind of cool. You can put some funny stuff, but I mean, you know.
BTE for the win.
Exactly. Damn straight. But, what the hell was that? Anyways. Online weapons. See, I was kind of disappointed with the weapons. Some of them, like, for instance, the G3 was a good gun, but they make it like, what? Fucking bolt action rifle, kind of? Like, you just shoot like a dit, instead of it going
like
full.
2 at a time.
Yeah. And it's good if you have, like, stopping power and, like, steady accuracy or something, but it really just doesn't work. Like, especially if you're trying to get a fast kill, even double tap doesn't save it. Only thing that does. Yeah.
Flat on everyone.
If anything, the turbo controller is good, but I don't know why you would get that long of a thing unless something's wrong with you. But also, they kind of messed up the M16. While it's good, it doesn't have a fully automatic fire rate. So then it's kind of like, eh. Even though really it's actually that kind of like that in real life, but no one cares that it's realistic. They just want to kill and pwn noobs, right?
Campers.
Exactly.
Did you see that video I sent you, by the way?
Oh yeah. Also, Juggernaut, useless. Well, I'm not gonna bash Juggernaut, because for someone like Nazi Zombies and COD 5, it's really good. Like, it helps you sometimes. But for people just...
Sometimes, yeah.
People just use it in multiplayer just to either, 1, piss you off, 2, they suck at the game. They suck like a fucking vacuum cleaner. Or they just use it just to piss you off. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, they don't even care. You know, so if they suck at it, I use Juggernaut. You know, no. Don't use Juggernaut. I mean, you can use it if you want, if you're very first starting out. But that's because you can't make a custom class. You have to like do
Yeah.
if you say
You're
yeah.
shit out of luck until you're like until you get enough ranks up.
Yeah. And pretty much, yeah. And also pretty much for the online it's good, but sometimes it's laggy. The graphics are toned down a lot, so and then there's some perks. All the perks are good, but a lot of them are
It
just
times out a lot.
yeah, also it times out a lot. And pretty much yeah, and for gameplay it's just good. It's just good. It's a good game. Replayability, go see the problem with replayability is that you don't really get much bang for your buck. You do get an arcade mode, which is fun. I have played some of it, but I mean it's just like yeah, you're getting points.
It's just trying to get your point score up higher.
And the story's good for another playthrough or two, but I mean I don't play it just over and over and over.
It doesn't
again.
even have split screen really, so
Yeah.
in a way I'd have to say there's really no replay valuability in story mode.
Yeah.
Only in multiplayer it keeps you coming back for more.
Unless you're done ranking up. But if you're like done ranking up and everything, you know, if you're like done ranking up
If you're done ranking up
and
you're done with the story.
You got all the golden guns, you're ranked up, you have every gun, you're like the king, you are shit out of luck, you have nowhere to go. So what do? You make machinimas. Exactly.
You can try your luck at that.
But you'll get raped in Battlefield 1943. You'll get raped in Battlefield 1943. Pretty
I
much.
suck at it.
You know what else you suck at?
It's not nice.
Well,
At all.
this mediocre, lackluster review, no one's gonna watch it anyways. Now, anyways, the point is, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, the game is good, but like for replayability, it's kind of hard. It's really hard. I mean, like when you come back to multiplayer, if you're done with it, there's really nothing else to do on this game. And every time I play it, I see 10 prestigers to level 55 using it, still playing it. Why do people still play it? That's the main question.
Yeah, especially if you're like, I mean, it's different if you're in a one-on-one match.
True. I mean, like, but it's really hard after you've pretty much done every main thing you're supposed to do. That's kind of it. Like, I mean, like the replayability is kind of weak here, especially if you're done with multiplayer and single player and whatnot. So yeah, pretty much. Anyways, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Great story, good graphics, great multiplayer, even though the replayability on both is kind of... The replayability in general is gameplay is good, audio is good. It's good, it's a great game, 9 out of 10. Reaper?
I'd give it an 8.5, to be honest. The story is good. I guess it would have been... I mean, I agree with all the other things, but for the story, I would have preferred even if it wasn't online co-op.
Yeah.
Split screen co-op.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
friends coming over.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I get what you mean by that.
I mean, I like the offline multiplayer where it's split screen, but they
Yeah.
could have also done that with story mode.
Yeah.
Not all the missions, just some of the missions.
Anyway, so a 9 out of 10 for me, 8.5 for Reaper. Pretty much. That's it. That's our review. We'll see you bitches later. Reaper and Funny signing off.